This daily market update has been brought to you by Daily Wealth Report. Trading involves risk of loss and may not be suitable for you. Past performance is no guarantee or reliable indication of future results. All advice and education content is of the nature of general information only and must not in any way be construed or relied upon as legal, financial, or personal advice.
Good morning, traders and investors. It's Friday, the 14th of September. We've seen some mixed activity in Europe. That was ahead of the US FOMC statement, and some very strong activity in the US following that activity. Starting off with the FTSE index, we can see it's up 37 points for the night, or 0.65%. Nice strong bullish drive there, pushing it up to its previous highs, and therefore continuing the overall upwards trend. There was some concern there that a lower high point was forming, but the return of buyers has certainly negated that. The German DAX was actually down. It had lost 33 points, closing at 7,310. That's 0.45%, but that will certainly be reversed into Friday's trading activity. And the French CAC 40 was a very similar picture, down 41 points, a little bit more of a stronger movement, down 1.2%, closing at 3,502. So the hesitation we had seen there prior to this FOMC announcement will certainly be negated, and we'll find a continuation of the broader upwards trend. As we take a look at the Dow Jones Index, it was a whopping 206-point gain overnight. That's 1.5%, closing at 13,539. So we've clearly broken through that resistance level that had been holding over the last few sessions, and that it had been held earlier in the year as well. So this bullish upwards trend is clearly in place, and at this point in time there isn't any real signs for why the market should start trending downwards. The Nasdaq market was also up quite strongly. It gained 41 points or 1.3%, and the S&P 500 index had gained 23 points or 1.6%, closing at 1,459. So nice strong movements there in the US. As one would imagine, this has sent the VIX index down. It had lost $1.75 or 11% to close at 14.05. That reversed all the activity over the last three sessions, taking it back down to a new short-term low, although it's not down to its lows of late August there, late to mid-August. So at this point in time, we would expect the VIX to keep coming off on the short term. Back on the leading indices, the ASX 200 was down on Thursday. 22 points was what it had lost, closing at 4,339. It was an inside day. It was hesitation and uncertainty ahead of the FOMC statement, but the SPY futures are now pointing to a 33-point gain, which will certainly reverse what we had seen yesterday, push it into a new short-term high, and we will potentially start testing these highs around 4,400. So 4,400 being the psychological level for the time being. If we can crack through there and test 4,450, so I would call it a range of 4,400 to 4,450. If we show good SPY strength through that level, then we should see a continuation of this overall upwards trend. Well, that's our summary for Friday, the 14th of September, end of the week, heading into a weekend and a new week, fresh start on Monday. We'll see how these buyers can hold on to the markets towards the end of today, and that will dictate our approach heading into Monday. Wish you all the best of trading. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll speak to you again next week.